title of this mini podcast is Waiting, Creating. I'm going to explore two topics in this recording, waiting and creating. How much of our lives do we spend waiting? No, not the stand in the line deli waiting, but waiting for something to happen, waiting. The Grasshopper offered me this thought. If you're waiting for something to happen, you'll be left at the altar. I can't wait for the weekend to get here. Is sure to cement your current mindset in place because your focus is on waiting. Whatever mindset you focus on, you'll get more of it. Waiting is a global pastime that has no upside. When is the operative word of the person caught up in waiting. When I have enough money, when the kids are grown, when I get a better job, when I hit the lottery, and when the mountain comes to Mohammed. These are the tactics we use to ignore the action that's always going on around us. When is always now. Now is the only moment any action can take place. Waiting begets waiting as we attempt to push action aside and miss our ride. Witness two passengers traveling in a car. One may be observing all that's available for view, and the other is in their head cooking up another mental stew. Which one do you think is waiting? The remedy for waiting is noticing what's actually going on. Each moment you're focused on what's right in front of you is one less moment you'll spend waiting. It's a formula that always works, but like all formulas, you have to work at it to get results. Now let's move on to creating. Are you a consumer or a creator? We're actually both. If you're mainly a consumer, you'll forever wait to be fulfilled, entertained, or dazzled by someone or something out there. This usually leads to overindulgence, being unfulfilled, and the constant need to be entertained. You have ceded your creativity. You become, as Julia Cameron describes in her book The Artist's Way, a shadow artist. That means you sit in the shadow of someone else's creativity, believing you have none of your own, and you pay a price. We're all co-creators. When we let the animating force of life do its job, we can't help but create. What stops us? Getting stuck in our head with the thought that creativity is for people more talented than us. That's hogwash to the highest degree. There will always be people with more talent than we have, but that's no excuse to keep your creativity bottled up. It's dying to pop that cork, and you don't have to wait until New Year's Eve to do it. When you give up your creativity, you're waiting to die. Everyone is creative at every age. There's no age bias for creativity. It's available at all times. We just have to know it's there and use it. Creativity gets your life force flowing again. It gets stuck behind a dam when we only consume and need to be entertained. The game of Monopoly best sums up this message. The game of life, as well as Monopoly, is always won by the person who takes action and creates. The loser is always waiting for their luck to change. All the best, John.